Hello everyone. Today we're going to take another look at the 8-bit entertainment system by Gamerz Tek. The reason we're going to is because I did not realize that it comes with a 1-year warranty. And to my credit, it doesn't say anywhere on the box that it does. And usually with these cheap Chinese consoles, I mean, it really is buyer beware. So I didn't really expect there to be a warranty, and I'm not about to start making long distance calls to China asking for my $17 back, because they'll probably tell me in Chinese, "Are you freaking crazy? Are you out of your mind?" But anyways, the reason I found out that it has a warranty is because Zed from Zed Games, as in like the Zed that is printed on the bottom of the console, the Zed went ahead and contacted me in the comments and said like, "Oh hey, you probably do just have one with faulty pins. They come with a 1-year warranty. Let me know. We'll go ahead and replace it for you." So anyways, yeah, this is a replacement unit. I'm not going to bore you with an unboxing since we already saw what's in it. And I don't know, I haven't opened this yet, so I don't know what to expect, but let's see if it can play those games that we had incompatibility problems with. Alright, let's keep this short and sweet. All those incompatible games that didn't work before, they all work now. So it turns out that, yeah, I did just have a defective unit. However, the color problem with Uncharted Waters is still there. I still don't know what causes it, so that is something that you need to deal with on this console. Also, 8-Eyes still doesn't work, but I'm not going to hold that against it, because one of the viewers in the comments let me know that 8-Eyes does work on his clone consoles. If so, this is the first NES game I've ever had that stopped working. But while we're talking about 8-Eyes, when I was testing that game, this console took a bite out of it. It even left a little piece of plastic stuck in the pins, but I was able to remove it with a knife and I haven't had any problems since. This console can be pretty grabby when you're breaking it in, but not any more so than any other clone console I've owned brand new. I honestly don't know why it does this. So I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe these guns have been hitting the weights too hard. And after testing this console for a whole day, it seems to be broken in and cartridges go in and out very smoothly. Alright, now before I get to my conclusion, let me just say that I wish I had unboxed this because there are some differences in the controllers. Now, this is the original Nintendo controller. This is the one that came in the first Gamerz Tek NES that I unboxed. And this is from the warranty unit. Now, as you guys know, the first controller that I got, the reason I had a problem with it is because the buttons, they just aren't as springy. They take a little bit more effort to push down than the original NES. And I know that these differences, they're going to bore you guys to death, some of you. And in fact, I mean, some people who didn't grow up with an NES and this is their first experience with this sort of thing, they probably wouldn't even tell the difference. This controller works fine for them. But for me, these little differences, they do make a big difference to me. So, you see, they're just not as springy as the original Nintendo stuff. But the newer Gamerz Tek one, which says Gamerz Tek right here, I guess that's how you can tell that it's newer than this one, the first one that I got. The buttons are just nearly identical to the Nintendo ones. They feel really good. Also, with the older one, the first Gamerz Tek one, the buttons right here, these are plastic and they sit a little bit too high to start and select. However, with the newer one, they are just rubber membrane and they're exactly like the Nintendo ones. They don't sit too high or anything. So the buttons, they actually make a really big improvement with these new ones. And I don't know, I guess maybe just make sure that you get it from the source. I had bought my first unit from eBay, so maybe I had gotten like one that was, from like the first batch that they made or something. But maybe if you get it from the source, like their own website, then you can hopefully make sure that you get the newer controller, because the difference is slight. Like I said, I mean, if you get this one and you've never had an NES before, you're probably never even going to know the difference. But if you grew up with an NES, then you are going to tell the difference unless you get the original one right here, which is pretty much identical to the original Nintendo stuff. So, anyways, just keep that in mind right there. And also, one more thing, the original NES and the first Gamerz Tek one that I got, it has this little indent right here, right before the cord. And again, I don't know what the heck that is, why that was ever there to begin with. But on the newer ones, it doesn't have that, and also it has this little rubbery thing right here for the cord. I don't know, I think it looks a lot better. But either way, just make sure you get this one if you are familiar with the NES, because if not, it's going to feel kind of strange for you. And also, when I unboxed it, it came with this little piece of paper which is kind of like operating instructions. And it also says at the bottom that it does include a 1-year defective exchange warranty. So I wish I had gotten this because, again, I just didn't know. It doesn't say anywhere on the box that it has a warranty. But if I'd gotten this in the original unboxing that I did, then I probably would have gone for the warranty instead of just making the review. Because, again, for this cheap console stuff, I mean, it's just kind of implied that it's a buyer beware market. So either way, this is really nice that they take care of their customers, and they did go ahead and exchange mine. So that's really good on them. Now, on to my conclusion with the console. Do I recommend it now? And I'm going to say yes. I'm going to firmly say yes on that because, as you remember from my first review, the only thing that kept me from recommending it is just that there were so many incompatible games with mine. So I like it that this one pretty much solved all of that. I mean, I really didn't have many issues at all. I mean, sometimes, excuse me, sometimes with like a cartridge that was just having a bad day. But either way, I didn't have those incompatibility problems anymore. So I am going to recommend this because it's obvious that I did just have a defective unit, but Gamerz Tek, they do take care of their customers. So I'm glad that I was able to get a replacement. And again, this is really cheap. It would make a great stocking stuffer. I mean, heck, this thing is so small it could fit in a stocking. So this console, it would make a great Christmas gift because it's absurdly cheap. I still don't know how they make any profit whatsoever. I just assume that Zed is some philanthropist or something. But yeah, I don't know how they make a profit, but I mean, it's a great console. So I'm going to go ahead and recommend this because it does go ahead and solve that issue that I had. And I said that I would recommend it if had it not been for those incompatibilities. So if you're thinking about it, if you're in the market for it, or even if you're not and this would just make a nice little conversation piece, I would say go ahead and get it because it is super, super cheap. And yeah, so that's my recommendation right there. Go ahead and get it if you're interested. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. But wait, we're not done with Gamerz Tek yet. We will have another review coming up soon. Anyways, I'll see you guys then, okay? Bye.